I originally went into Mr. Widemouth wondering why the character didn't end up being as popular as other monsters like Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, etc. My theory is that he can't be drawn as an edgy anime boy. However, I think the real reason is the story itself. Mr. Widemouth follows an unnamed protagonist, relaying a story from his early childhood, during a time when his parents would move around a lot. Right when they're ready to pack up and leave an old house in Maine, main character kid meets Mr. Widemouth. Mr. Widemouth is described as a weird gizmo, Furby-looking thing. He's all happy and cheerful and stuff and wants to play games with our main character, but all of them involve dangerous activities. He says that if kid jumps out the window, there'll be an imaginary trampoline at the bottom, and that juggling with knives is completely safe. Main character refuses all of this because it's too dangerous, put a pin in that, and later moves away from the house. There is a twist at the end where Mr. Widemouth tells the kid about a secret place he wants to take him, and then he comes back as an adult and it's a graveyard! I didn't come out of it scared or even intrigued or anything. The idea of this imaginary friend trying to do away with the kid is interesting, but it's not executed well. If the kid doesn't fall for any of it, where's the danger? Where's the suspense? He doesn't get hurt at all throughout the story, and we know he's alive to tell the tale, so we already know he got out okay. Juggling knives is also really lame. No kid is gonna do that. This entity or whatever, he sucks at killing people. We set up earlier on that the kid's parents move around a lot, so why not have some kind of peer pressure thing going on, where he wants a friend so badly he's willing to engage in dangerous activities with whatever this is. That angle is never brought up, but it seems pretty obvious, and something that would maybe be uncomfortable. Have a power dynamic with our main antagonist. In the story, Mr. Widemouth has no spine. He gives up after the kid says no to all his games. There's a part where the author describes him as waving goodbye sadly as he sees the kid and his family drive away. Come on. I do like that we're left to infer a lot about the house, it being the only one on the market at the time of the family moving in, and getting burnt down shortly after they move out. They don't draw too much attention to the former. I think the author wanted to go for something more subtle in the story rather than having the imaginary friend character brutalize the entire family. That might have been a good way to go about it, but the story doesn't have any suspense or danger to it, so it feels like they're pulling a lot of punches. This reads like the treatment for a Goosebumps book. Like, imagine if in It, Georgie went up to Pennywise and he was like, "You're scary!" and then he left. That's what Mr. Widemouth is. Mr. Widemouth doesn't have any notable adaptations or supplemental media, but I did manage to track down the origin of the famous drawing of the character. It's by Rooms in the Walls on DeviantArt. Go give it a favorite. Probably would be good to support the artist since this got stolen and put everywhere. It's cool that the description of Mr. Widemouth is so vague that you can really draw him in any way you want. Some people give him a beak, others make him a weird little teddy bear thing. It's neat. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go practice my juggling.